very excited. It's been a long time coming.
It's going to be great.
It's moving day as the Irving Convention Center is getting ready to open. See who is first to move in.
We'll be putting up a total of 1,444 of these.
Solar panels are only one part of two new libraries coming to our city. We have new details on both projects. Cutting up fabric and just cutting up. How these seamstresses are making a positive environmental impact. Plus, the new signs around Irving, the technology fighting water leaks, and Irving records another drop in crime. This is City Source. The West Irving Library is just a few months from opening, and we have your first look inside. Hello and welcome to City Source. I'm Thomas Gandy. That story is coming up, but first, an update on a project that is just days away from its grand opening, the Irving Convention Center at Las Colinas. Crews are putting the finishing touches on the 275,000 square foot building. The Convention and Visitors Bureau is pleased with the interest it is seeing from event planners who are booking the new facility. In preparation for the building's opening, the Bureau has already moved out of its offices at the Urban Towers and into the Convention Center. That meant packing up everything. Employees are looking forward to their new digs and what the next few weeks have in store.
We're very excited. We'd much rather be through today, but we're very excited. It's been a long time coming.
I am excited, very, very excited. It's going to be a great opportunity for us and for our customers.
It's exciting for me because I get to be a part of something brand new and something that means a lot for the city and also for the Bureau. It's gonna be really beneficial for all of our departments and for the city.
State of the City will be the first event at the Convention Center. That's on January 27th. I'll be there to bring you a complete report here on City Source. The Bureau will get the chance to show off the new Convention Center to crowds in our area for the Super Bowl. New signs around the city point drivers to that attraction and many others. In all, 29 signs have been installed. There are two different designs. The ones in North Irving have a more modern look, while the ones in Heritage Crossing have a more traditional appearance.
It's really just a way that people coming into the city can find key locations quickly, and it really is a safety measure as well. So it's public safety and also an aesthetic improvement to our corridors.
While the new signs were installed, crews removed some older signs to reduce clutter. Two new libraries are coming to Irving. We have told you about the West Irving Library that will open this spring, and now we are learning new details about the South Irving Library. City Source reporter Ashley Roberts has that story.
The city of Irving is working hard on its library system vision.
What we're doing is we're setting up 4 large city-owned buildings to where we can provide more opportunities to the residents.
Valley Ranch was the first new facility built, a place many North Irving residents enjoy.
Just the structure of it that was really designed to meet the people's needs, whether it was with the children or with the adults.
Next up to open its doors will be West Irving Library, now in its final stages of construction. Perhaps one of the best features of this library are these solar panels.
We'll be putting up a total of 1,444 of these.
The panels make this a net zero building, generating the same amount of electricity that it uses during a year.
So it will not take any electricity off the grid. So that's going to save the city about $55,000 a year.
It's going to be environmentally friendly, and it's just very exciting.
It's an exciting time for library advocates. Members of Friends of the Library are very anxious for each new facility to be complete.
The forethought that I think the city had in planning 4 strategic locations for the city was really marvelous.
Marvelous is exactly what the city of Irving is trying to achieve, adding larger computer labs and making children's areas more multi-purpose.
We're making these buildings the latest technology, some of the best and brightest things that are going on in libraries.
The state-of-the-art West Irving Library is located off of Rochelle and Esters, and with just a few final touches to go,
we have already awarded bids for the furniture.
Should be open for business in the beginning of April. But the excitement doesn't stop there. plans for the third new high-tech library are well underway.
They're going to build a new South Branch library, which is going to be beautiful, and it's going to be just across the way here, right near Centennial Park.
Here off of Irving Boulevard on the corner of Schultz and Sauer Streets will stand the South Branch Library.
We just hired the architects at the end of November, and so we've been, staff has been meeting with the architects and working through some of the development program for the project. New computer labs, digital boards for people to interact, and tables, digital tables for people to interact with.
And the location will likely open the door for more library programming.
This site will have the ability to have some outdoor programming going on around Centennial Lake that's there right now that a lot of people use currently.
For those already actively involved in the library, these new facilities confirm what they already believed to be true.
Irving has the best library system of any neighboring community around the city of Dallas. There is no doubt about it.
And by bringing these facilities into the 21st century, the city hopes to meet the current needs of the community.
It's going to be so much better.
Ashley Roberts for City Source.
Residents have a chance to contribute ideas for the South Irving Library. Meetings are scheduled January 17th and 20th at the Central Library next to City Hall. Both meetings start at 6:30 p.m. If you can't make it, just visit cityofirving.org and click on Public Input Opportunities to share your thoughts in writing. Irving police are reporting another record low crime rate for 2010. It is the 7th straight year that crime has declined. Overall, crime was down another 8% from 2009. Robberies and auto thefts dropped by more than 20%, and burglaries dropped by 15%. Police say strong neighborhoods are one reason for the continued drop, as well as the department's efforts to target known offenders. Irving has not had a crime rate increase since 2003. After Christmas, many people wonder what to do with their trees. The city of Irving has a program to recycle them. We went along with crews from Solid Waste Services to see how it works. With all of the extra boxes and trash, the weeks after Christmas are among the busiest for Irving's Solid Waste Services crews.
It gets really busy.
And there's the extra task of collecting Christmas trees as part of the city's annual roundup. Trees are placed curbside and at selected sites throughout the city.
This is a drop-off center.
Then they are recycled.
What I'm really proud of is that our residents have embraced it.
We followed the trees from their points of collection to their final destination. So now we're at the city's Hunter Farrell landfill, and tell me what's happening here.
We're going to grind the trees.
What I think is unique about recycling Christmas trees is that you take something that would otherwise be a waste and then you turn it back into a beneficial product.
What we do is we turn them into mulch, bag them, and then we sell them to our public.
I think we're one of the few communities in the Metroplex that actually make a mulch product. What I think is really cool about the Mary Mustang mulch, being the Christmas trees, is that it's got a nice fragrance associated with it too.
This doesn't only happen after Christmas. Brush collected year-round is ground up into mulch. Since brush represents about 20% of all waste in Irving, these efforts can make a difference here at the landfill.
Trees in general, whether it be Christmas trees or any other trees that we collect, don't compact very well. They're fluffy, they're big, they don't, even with the big equipment that we have, they don't compress down very well, and so they tend to consume extra space from what anything else of that size would normally take up.
Grinding the trees has benefits that extend beyond the landfill. Residents who buy this mulch can see a difference in their own yards.
We're returning a product back to nature. When you take a mulch and you put it in your flower beds or around your trees, then they provide a lot of nutrients to the soil. They protect those plants. They minimize the amount of weeds. They provide moisture to those plants. So there's just a tremendous amount of benefits that you get from using a mulch product.
That Mustang mulch is sold at the Hunter Farrell landfill. The price is $3 for a 2 cubic foot bag or $12 per cubic yard. Few of us are watering our lawns at this time of year, but you will want to know about new standards that went into effect at the start of 2011, so you will be ready for spring. A state law is designed to prevent water waste. Irving has been phasing in its own standards over the past couple of years to give residents and businesses time to comply. Among the new rules, all irrigation systems must have rain and freeze sensors so the sprinklers don't come on when it's raining or when the water will just freeze. Installation of a new home system requires a $100 permit. It's $150 for businesses. Under the rules, it is a violation to water sidewalks or streets and operate a system with a missing sprinkler head. A warning will be issued first, but if that is ignored, a judge could issue a fine. Irving Water Utilities has another program that is helping to reduce water waste, and it combines technology with the eyes and ears of trained personnel. City Source reporter Ashley Roberts saw it in action.
It's got a very strong rare earth magnet.
This small magnetic device is a very beneficial tool to the City of Irving's water conservation strategy.
It allows us to reduce the amount of unaccounted for water through leakage.
The Primologger device is instrumental in conducting leak surveys. Irving has an older infrastructure, making it more susceptible to leaking pipes.
If we didn't have these devices here, a lot of times we would never know those leaks were present.
Some water mains in the community are more than 50 years old, and if water isn't bubbling onto the street or seeping over a curb, there's no visible way to detect a leak.
If those leaks are allowed to remain like that unchecked, they can lose millions of gallons. That's why they're so important.
What it's doing is calibrating right now.
Leak detection programs are fairly new to the water utilities industry. The City of Irving has had its program since 1999, but today it's an even bigger deal.
Our program's a lot more aggressive now, but we've been obtaining these for the last couple of years.
The various leak detection devices range from $500 to $1,000 and are usually bought in bulk.
The devices themselves have paid for themselves over and over again. They're very valuable and they're very effective.
Once this logging device is dropped onto the valve, it can detect a water leak up to 500 feet away in any direction.
They're very efficient. They allow us to survey large areas over a quicker period of time.
Once a leak is detected, the field worker performs a patrol. An S30 device is used to listen for the leak noise. I tried on a pair of headphones to hear the leak for myself. It sounded like static, the precise confirmation that a leak is present.
How much water is running out, do you know?
Without seeing the leak, you could probably guesstimate probably about 10 gallons a minute.
Really?
Yeah.
From this point, a correlator device will pinpoint the exact source of the leak.
So the correlating device saves us a lot of time and a lot of money.
The leak is marked on the surface, and within days, a hole is dug to reach the problem area. A stainless steel clamp is placed on a broken pipe and usually outlasts the life of a water main. Then it's on to survey a new area.
We may decide to come back to this neighborhood, especially if this neighborhood is prone for leaks.
In the past year, more than 209 leaks were discovered, but city workers are ready to conquer many more. Irving's motto is, water may travel out of sight, but it is never out of mind. Ashley Roberts for City Source.
While we talk about waste, it's easy to think about one of the most visible problems, plastic bags. How many did you throw away after your last shopping trip?
I really believe, I always have believed in reusing and recycling things that people don't want. There's always a good use for it.
We started going to fabric stores and found that they had outdated fabric. Who knows where that fabric would have ended up?
Here's a nice carpet. It looks like a carpet bag, but its upholstery is really nice. Anything that will sew up, we're going to take and make into a bag.
Yep. If you have enough fabric, it does tend to take over the house.
We have sewing days. We get together with sewing days, and we try to just make a fun day.
We try and get as many of our friends over and have a sew day.
We went to a screen printer and asked them if they had t-shirts, and sure enough, stored in the back with cobwebs all over them were boxes and boxes of t-shirts that companies had not picked up.
You take a brand new, unused t-shirt and just sew up the bottom and cut a little bit out of here for the handles, and you have an instant bag.
Are all these bags strong enough? I know, when you go to the grocery store, you buy a jug of milk or a thing of detergent.
I actually put 3 or 4 cans, full cans in it to the park and swung it around my head just to be sure. I mean,
I'm sorry the camera missed that.
I actually have a lot of people wanting a t-shirt bag.
I actually see the bags on people's shoulders all over town, and I walk right up to them and say, I made that.
I love to sew, and I could sew in my sleep, I think. So it's both sewing and it's also great for saving the planet too.
Our goal now is to really just get people motivated enough to start using 1 bag or 2 bags, that if they see one at their grocery store that the grocery store offers, they'll purchase another bag, maybe give them as gifts.
Well, I hope it really catches on. I hope that people can be inspired to make their own bags out of something laying around the house or an old t-shirt. We really need to address issues like this a lot more, or our grandchildren are going to be stuck with the mess.
The City of Irving gives those bags away free at some community events. Organizers say they need more fabric. To donate a supply or get involved with sewing the bags, call Fran Whitty at 972-742-2296 or email fwhitty@cityofirving.org. If you would like to watch that story or any others again, check out our website, cityofirving.org. Many of our latest stories are available on the homepage. And we're always adding new and web-exclusive stories to our YouTube site. Go to youtube.com/thecityofirving to watch our stories there. You can also find our reports on iTunes, so you can download them to your iPod or your iPhone to watch on the go. Young people interested in the legal field or just helping out may be interested in a volunteer opportunity. Teen Court is a program that offers young offenders a second chance. Those who receive a Class C misdemeanor can choose to go to Teen Court and receive a punishment from their peers. Offenders who successfully complete their sentence will have the misdemeanor removed from their records. The program depends on teens to volunteer to serve as lawyers, jurors, clerks, and bailiffs. The next training class is Saturday, January 29th at 9:30 at the Criminal Justice Center. That's 305 North O'Connor Boulevard. Another program serving our city's young people just got a financial boost. Irving's Police Activities League received $2,500 from Q Chevrolet on State Highway 183. The dealership, formerly known as Frank Para, has new owners. To celebrate that and generate publicity, the dealership gave away more than $50,000 as part of its Happy Q Year promotion. PAL got its share for being the charity with the most votes.
When I received the phone call, I was actually surprised. My main goal was trying to get the $25,000, right? And when we heard about I guess last week, they were having a contest with the charity with the most names to be put in the ballot. They were going to receive the money. I was surprised. I mean, I really didn't think we was going to get it.
We bought the store in September. We wanted to come back to Irving in a big way and just reintroduce ourselves. Me and several of the other managers were here for 15 years. So we know the community, we know the dealership, we know the market. We wanted to come back and say we're back and we're here to help and we're here to support.
The Police Activities League plans to use that money to help renovate its aging facility on Rock Island Road. More from PAL at the end of our show. The police and fire departments have added up the numbers from their Blue Christmas drive. As you can see in this video from December, City Manager Tommy Gonzalez and Police Chief Larry Boyd were among the many volunteers delivering gifts and food to those in need. In all, the program helped 280 families. That means more than 800 children received gifts. Each year, Irving residents support Blue Christmas with their donations and participation in events such as a chili cook-off and pancake breakfast. Time now for our Pets of the Week. Here's Natalia Moravi at the Animal Care Campus.
Hi, I'm Natalia with the Irving Animal Care Campus, here to bring you this week's Pets of the Week. First up, we have DJ. DJ is a Chihuahua, and he's about 3 years old. He came into us as an owner release because they were moving and he just couldn't come along with them. He's very, very scared. As you can see, he's just shaking up like a little leaf right now. But he's very, very sweet. And I know with the right home, he'll just flourish. If you're interested in a small dog just like him, please come check him out. He'll be here just for you. This is Molly. Molly is a rabbit, so if you're looking for something a little different, she's here available for adoption right now. If you've never owned a rabbit, we do strongly recommend that you read up on how to properly care for one. But she's very sweet, just a little scared, but she's just as cute as she can be, so come check her out. This is Sandre. Sandre is a female domestic short-haired gray cat, and she's very, very sweet. She came into us as an owner release, and her owners originally had found her several months ago when she was very, very thin, in terrible condition, and pregnant. Since then, she did give birth to 7 beautiful, healthy little kittens. The family that found her nursed her back into great health and brought her into us to find her a new home. She's very much a lap cat and loves to be held night and day. If you're looking for a kitty just like her, very sweet and very beautiful, please come check her out. She's waiting for her new forever home. This is Clancy. Clancy is a shepherd mix, and he's fairly young. He's still about a year, maybe 2 years old. He's really sweet. He loves to run around and play, and he does appear to be house trained, although he did come in as a stray, so I don't know that for sure. If you have room in your home, please come check him out because he might just be the perfect fit for you.
Okay, thanks a lot, Natalia. You can find the Animal Care Campus at 4140 Valley View Lane. It is open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. Along with getting dogs and cats adopted, Animal Services is also busy tackling a pig problem. Yes, you heard me, pigs. See what officers are doing to control the animals that are tearing up lawns in some neighborhoods. Plus, how Irving Police and other public safety agencies across the region are preparing for the Super Bowl. And don't forget, you can get previews of upcoming shows and learn about other city events. Follow the City of Irving on Facebook and Twitter to keep up with the latest. That's it for this edition of City Source. We leave you this time with a look at the Police Activities League Urban Outdoors program. They're practicing kayaking at the North Lake College Aquatic Center. Thanks to everyone who's a part of this one, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.